Yeah, I'm David Collins, Big Dog. I'm the National Director for the Mankind Project. I've got, today's the Ron Hearing Award. I was awarded the Ron Hearing Award myself in 2007, I think it was. I did the weekend in 2005, and I remember when I did the weekend through the context presentation, there was a line there that says, "Are you that man?" And it really spoke to me about leadership, servant leadership, and I've been very dedicated to the project since then. I'm a certified leader trainer, and I'm a full leader candidate, and I love this work with all its challenges. My personal mission is I empower others by empowering personal responsibility, and what that means is when I engage with other people is that my mission of service is to teach and to empower and to mentor that person takes responsibility for themselves. My shadow mission is I create a world of crisis, chaos and conflict by not standing in my leadership. And what I'm trying to do today is to explain my thinking and a way forward for this community, both within South Africa and internationally, because I think in Africa we've got a lot to offer in terms of the spirit of Ubuntu. I'm the co-international certification chair with Chance, and our role is to certify more leaders and find ways of developing leadership. And what I want to do in 6 months, when I move from my national director role, is I want to work on the MKP Men Leadership School, and to build on what I've been doing for the past 18 months. One with Umzua Ritual Elder in terms of the Khayelitsha project and what he's been doing in Cape Town, and the work that he does with Grant Towers and the We're Listening campaign, which was built on top of the 99949 gender-based violence campaign, and with Mlu with something that's called the Steve Biko project, the Frank Talk project, where men are able to sit in circles and have conversations and talk frankly. Where the organization needs to go, I think we need to consolidate into one council, and we spend our valuable time developing communities more and teaching the skill set where men can get onto the MKP leader track so that we can deliver weekends in a covenanted way, which through the African leader body, which is part of the international leader body, and find ways that we can take this work to other communities. So with the online iGroup facilitation training to open up, to support men in opening up iGroups, the gender inclusive facilitation training, and to tie that into 1,000 circles, which Bongile is running. We've already got the Bright Spark Foundation here in Johannesburg, which Welcome Vitboy is running with, and there are various other projects, existing projects within the community. There's the Ocean View project, there's the Tsiba project, Tsiba College project, and there are various other community projects that the NKP community support, and that's what I'm looking to build on. To simplify the administration of the organization, so we continue to live with the values of transparency, access and participation. And when the New Zealand community broke away from colonialism, those were the three values that they subscribed to develop New Zealand in its own sovereignty. And Daniel Napier, who's certified leader in the project, he's been spearheading the New Zealand community, and he's learned a whole lot of stuff to localize the MKP training. And what I'd like us to do is to Africanize the MKP weekend for the African context, and to use the wisdom that the New Zealand community have already had, or the Australian community, or the Europeans, UK and Ireland, the US or Canada, and to build on that, to work with developing community around the leadership school. In South Africa, we're trying to get over the legacy of apartheid, and the type of men that we want to appeal to within South Africa. The South African economy is the middle class black man, and so that we can attract those men to our weekend, so that we can bring in, because those men are going to be working in, they're going to have leadership positions in industry, and we're looking to bring the spirit of MKP to industry, because that's where the power lies. So if we take that back to the context presentation and the tyrant leader, I really believe that our leadership school can support the servant leadership, and to really bring in the spirit of Ubuntu, which for me means that we all rise together, that we leave no man, woman or child behind. So I'm very passionate about this. Me personally, I like to work with people with mental health and addiction problems, and that's my kind of passion. And I've already created a school and worked for a non-profit here in South Africa, which is a Section 18A trust, which I think that our community needs to move towards, which there is a strategy in place to do that, and there's a man that's going to be spearheading that, and I think we should be building on that. One of my personal challenges with leadership and being in this hot seat that I find myself, with lots of eyes on me and lots of criticism around the way that I do things, I keep thinking about, why is it that this happens? Why does this happen to our community? And one of the things that we're trying to move away from is that the drama triangle, victim, persecutor, rescuer, and the power, privilege stuff, the waking up to whiteness, all those types of things men need support around and learning about, and to basically we need to be able to have frank talks about this sort of stuff, and we need to create the environments of safety where we can have courageous listening, where we can have men that are kind of skilled up to their unconscious biases, where their shadow is playing out, where my own personal shadow is playing out, and where I'm not living or modeling the values of the organization, especially with things like gender-based violence and Black Lives Matter. As an organization, I'm constantly aware of that stuff. unconscious privilege and bias. I only know something's wrong once I've woken up to the fact, and it's been a journey for me. It continues to be a journey for me, and the project is there to wake me up. The weekend rattled my cage. Yeah, the pit cycles, the I groups, mission of service, all that stuff has been there to help maintain and for me to grow. But we need to do more. So there's the 2025 and 2050 project, which is happening through MKP America. And us in South Africa, we need to have our own sovereignty to work on that and to wake up between the balance of what they're doing in the New Zealand community and what's happening at MKP USA, and how we can if we were a seesaw, how we can be the kind of the balancing act between that. So Kolekile has put together a budget where we can put on a weekend, we can get some income from that and have a overhead, not an overhead, a profit. It could be income generating. So if we put on 5 weekends a year and we made 80,000 Rand, that would give us 400,000 Rand profit. And it costs about 200,000 Rand to keep the institution going, and that would leave us with 200,000 Rand surplus. And I'm looking for 100,000 Rand to start off the school and to bring in the sustainability of this so we can develop more weekends and do more stuff. There's about R1 million in reserves. There's 600,000 in a prudent reserve, and there's about 400,000 in operational cash. So I really think we can do that, and that is going to be my suggestion for the next 6 months that I'm here. And I look forward to feedback. We need to appeal to a younger generation of men, and as an institution we need to be flexible and change, otherwise as an organization we will not survive. Kodak invented the digital camera, but institutionally they didn't change, and we all know what happened to Kodak. So thanks for watching this video. I'm going to polish it up a bit and spend a lot of time kind of thinking about this. I want to come across as professional, but I want to remain authentic and safe and transparent, and and continue to do my work, continue to develop as a leader in spite of my shortcomings. Generally, I think that I'm doing my best out here. I'm putting my heart out on the line, and I'm making a better world for my 3 sons and my daughter. But I'm still full of shit in various areas, and the journey continues. Thanks for watching.